obviously I see your leg and I'm like, fuck. And eventually there's just like this little like red polka dot just getting bigger and bigger and like vaster just because of the fucking blood leaking out of your leg.
I still turn to a CEO, so the lifestyle she respect. Hey, 2 sprinters to Quebec. Cherie, où est mon bec? They only giving niggas +1, so I never pull up to the Met. You know I gotta bring the set. You know I gotta bring the G block. You know I gotta bring the D block, cause you know how sticky it get. Hey.
To backdrop.
Right to backdrop then.
Yeah, subscribe to backdrop.
You know how sticky it get. Hey.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. You're probably wondering, what the fuck are we doing in a podcast studio, even though we're just a YouTube channel, but
this is what we're doing,
we can't do explain that massive contraction on Luke's leg.
And the instant, and give you a bit of an insight about what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of you have been confused about what our channel actually is. So
yeah, so we just like to clear the air up, just make it clear to the audience what we're about.
But anyway, it's the first time I've seen you lot for a while.
Yeah,
it has been a while.
Because I've been immobilised.
You've been crippled, yeah.
You just came back from Ireland.
Yeah, I came back from Ireland. I've been digging some spuds. Shout out to White Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't know about White Luke, get to know about White Luke. He is funny.
Yeah, I love White Luke.
And so we're going to start with a Q&A.
We got some Instagram Q&As.
Yeah, we asked you guys some questions.
From our loyal followers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got so many replies.
Yeah, too many. We had to like cut them down quite a bit.
From so many people as well.
Yeah, I know, but let's get right into them.
Yeah, let's get it.
Okay, first one's kind of a big one, boys.
All right. Let me sit up there.
Yeah, sit up.
Shit.
Okay, what are our main goals to achieve before 2024?
Should we do one each?
Yeah.
Okay. Shall I go first?
Yeah.
I'd say just to like see like a significant improvement like in our content, just like a not vast, but just like I said, a significant improvement.
Which I feel like we're doing slowly and surely. Like each video,
his editing is getting good, by the way.
Yeah, but
his
everything, like, even our structure and like how we approach videos. When we first remember Everlast, we kind of just winged it.
Yeah, we kind of
freeballed
it.
Yeah, it was shit. But like now
you got to start somewhere though.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
They've definitely gotten better since Everlast.
I would say mine is to get to 500 followers across all platforms. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
By the end of the year, it might be a bit hard, but I do think we can do it.
It's good to have an ambitious goal, anyways.
Yeah, we've been lacking marketing a bit recently, but we're gonna pick it up.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
Do some boosting and stuff. I would say for me, increasing engagement. I want to see more people commenting.
Yeah.
I want to see,
definitely.
and not just on YouTube, like on TikTok. Like we want to see what people want from us. Like, so yeah.
You lot don't understand that when you comment, that helps us to see what you guys want, and we'll bring
it's like criticism.
And we want you to be critical. Like we want to see how we can improve because we're still young.
Like if our video's shit, tell us it's shit. Tell us where it's shit, and then we can improve that. Do you know what I mean? Make it better.
Yeah.
What is going to be our next video?
It's going to be this one that you're seeing.
Yeah.
But we've had a bit of trouble with this, obviously, because we're kind of like a fitness brand, aren't we? And
with one less leg in the team, it's
he's
a bit hard
completely
to be
incapacitated.
It's a bit hard to be a fitness brand, but we've definitely got to lean towards that for our next video. I was thinking maybe like do like a calorie challenge or something like that, or just like
that'd be good.
Some sort of like fitness related eating challenge, like protein or something like that.
we're leaning towards a food kind of based video.
Yeah.
Just to see if you guys like it as well. Because we've done gym, we've done holidays now. Let's see if you guys react well to food.
Exactly.
What's everyone's height?
Do you want to go chronological order, or just want to
chronological?
No. We'll save the worst to last.
Okay.
I'm 6
You go
foot.
first.
I'm between 6. I'm between 6 and 6'1".
Okay, we get it.
But
with the boot.
With the boot, probably 6'2". Pushing 6'2".
I'm 5'11".
Yeah.
I'll say it with my chest.
I'm a humble 5'6", 5'7". Depends who you ask.
Stop the cap.
Okay.
You're like 5. Come on, 5'5".
No. Come on.
Maybe 5'5.5". No more.
I'm between 5'6" and 5'7".
Okay, fine.
We need to be honest with our audience.
We'll go with that for now. We'll
You
post a little fact
you're
check
taking the piss.
in the story. What's the next
Short
one?
kings for life, man.
Yeah. To be fair, you can get bolo quicker because you got shorter muscles.
Yeah, I know.
Short body, short muscles. He makes up for it though in
enough of the
other
short,
areas.
Come on.
That made it sound like you both knew what was going on. No.
No, like that. Anyways, what was our favourite video to film?
My one was definitely the MMA video.
Yeah,
I
same.
thought that was
a
something
good
I would
video.
never have done before, and it was, even though we were shit at it and I got beaten up, but
Speak
like,
for yourself.
yeah,
We all
it
got,
was
like, a
fun,
fair
and the
beating.
barbecue after made it a nice day as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Connor?
Yeah, I'd say definitely MMA as well.
Mm.
I had that little confidence boost at the start where I wrapped up
Yeah, but
Luke and Pat.
You flew way too close to the sun
Yeah.
because you
Yeah,
got
word.
fucked up towards the end.
Will,
I saw
if
God.
you've seen the video, you know that
Yeah,
Will's
I'll post a picture
He's
right
a
there.
pen.
It wasn't a normal chokehold, people. Like,
Yeah.
like it was one of the ones where like you were in it for 2 seconds and then like you're about to pass out.
Yeah.
So that was not fun.
I'm
That-
so
yeah.
glad I didn't face Will.
yeah.
I
He
kind of
was
did it
a
on
beast.
purpose just to like make sure I was come out there with a
Don't
normal
lie,
neck.
Don't lie, I wrapped you up.
All right.
And
I
it's,
wrapped
Well,
you up.
you find out in the video if you go and
Yeah.
watch
it's
it.
peak
so-
with Will as well when he deliberately went to the ground when I was up. I knew like he was on
Yeah.
some other shit.
Instantly.
Yeah, he planned that attack. Like he knew he's fucking scaled it
He
out.
kind of played with you a bit. I feel.
Yeah,
like.
definitely,
Because he was going
definitely.
easy at first, and then there was one move, boom, boom, you're there.
Yeah,
I
and
was
then
like-
boom, your
Yeah.
feet are gone.
It's
and
like
then,
you blink and you miss it.
and then oh.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Harry, what's yours?
I did like the MMA, but I'd say that the Ibiza video is my favorite. Mainly
That's got the most views on our channel.
That's why. Well, that's not why.
It's
The
still
main
the
reason
best.
why is because if you see the video, you might have noticed that I lost a certain object that I won't go into detail right now, but I don't remember picking up the camera and telling the audience that I lost this certain object, which is just quite flat. Like it's just quite like
Yeah, it was like watching someone else.
I was bamboozled when I watched it. I was like, I do not remember picking the camera up and telling the audience this. Like I do not remember any of it.
No, but the thing is with Ibiza, we were there for what? 4
For
days.
4 nights, yeah.
4 nights, 5 days. And the video you saw was just of pretty much 1 day of it. There was so much
Yeah.
more we could have recorded and we planned to record, but we were just doing so much. And Ocean Beach, for me, if we recorded that, imagine we were in Ocean Beach. It was me, Harry and Patrick. And we were there just dancing. Me and Patrick are talking. We look round. Harry's pushed a girl straight into the pool in Ocean Beach. Bearing in mind, she's done up. Like makeup looks like it's done a couple of
Why
hours.
did I do that, man? I'm just a dickhead.
Dumped her in.
Pool
came
is changing
makeup
colours.
off. Yeah, it was crazy.
Okay, this.
And you got-
It wasn't the makeup wasn't spilling all in the pool like that.
Yeah, but it came off. It was dripping.
Yeah.
It was dripping.
And then for some reason I continued to do that.
Yeah.
Not to just the girls, just to, like my friends.
yeah.
And I started doing all of it. I did pencil jumps, like what's it called? bombs in the pool. Like
You thought you were
I
Tom
did the
Bailey
flying
for a
dolphin.
second.
Like I did it all.
And you got kicked. You got humbled.
No,
you
I got
kicked out
no.
eventually.
Listen, I got five warnings by several different bouncers and lifeguards. Which
Still didn't
I don't know
deter him.
how. I thought by the third time they would have been like, get the fuck out of here. But by the 5th time, I was like, okay, let me chill out because it was
Yeah.
getting towards the end as well. It was getting dark. So now I'm just in the pool with one of my mates, Archie. You boys know Archie.
Yeah, the massive one.
Yeah.
This
Massive
video.
guy.
Hard to
And
miss.
obviously, we were just mucking about. He was pretty hammered as well.
Yeah, he
which-
was. I'm pretty sure he was blackout. At that
Yeah, he
point.
must have been. But didn't help because he ended up throwing me across the pool. So, and I'm as you heard, I'm only 5'6".
5'5".
Okay. I'm only,
And a half.
I'm only however tall I am. So
We got him questioning himself.
He got himself doubted.
like, someone get a tape measure.
Yeah.
Someone get one right now.
Let's fact check this.
But yeah, he ended up dashing me across the pool like a skimming stone. So I ended up just flying across the pool. And then I just like gasping for air, water in my nose, come out the water. And then I seen a Spanish bodyguard come up to me. He's like, "Vamos, let's go." So I have to get out of the pool, and I'm thinking, shit, like he's gonna fuck me up. As you get out of the pool, obviously you like rise up, look down just to make sure your legs out and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I look up around like 5 massive 6'5" guys with shades on, just like
Oh
this,
my
looking
goodness.
down at me as if they're gonna fucking like kick me in or something or curve something me in the
Yeah.
pool.
Start
They
of a
weren't
porno.
vexed at you.
So yeah, I got escorted out.
The funniest thing was, I've got a video. I'll try and put it in now. There's a video of us in O Beach, and we just see Harry peeking over the little fence. Like, guys, I got kicked out. I got kicked out. Fuck you.
Bro, please, guys, fuck you. Bro, fuck you. Get him out. Please. Can you get him out? Come.
Go away. Go away. Go, let's go. And he just looked so lost. And I swear, wasn't your phone dead or something?
I had like 4%.
Yeah, so he like couldn't
Yeah.
really get
He
home.
was on
or
survival
anything.
mode.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
And bearing in mind, I just came out the pool, so I was literally soaking. Tried to get a taxi. I go to this Spanish guy and say, I go to the Spanish guy and say, taxi rank? Like, and he's like, no English, no English. So I say, ¿Dónde está taxi rank? All of a sudden, he knows what that means.
I bet you sounded so English.
I definitely
¿Dónde
did.
está taxi?
Yeah,
That GCSE Spanish came in clutch.
Yeah, it really did. So he pointed me one way. Didn't actually know if it was the right way. Luckily, it was. But that didn't really matter because I was soaking wet, and no taxi's gonna let you get in the taxi if you're soaking wet. So yeah,
we came out eventually.
Yeah, it was like 15-minute wait. A nice little.
It's more like 40.
No, it wasn't.
Nah, it was
15,
reaching 40.
Well, it felt like 50.
At least you weren't waiting the whole night though.
I said to the others, Harry's been tired. He was like, am I Harry? I was like, okay, yeah, it's going to be a long day for Harry. Alright, next question.
Yeah, I was so relieved when everyone was flooding out. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Shit, these are getting technical now. Okay, what is everyone doing in Backdrop? Like, what's everyone's individual role?
Oh. Well, so in terms of like the ideas, I feel like we all contribute to that.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm currently doing the Instagram and the editing.
Yeah. Which you're doing a great job at, I must say.
Yeah, you're doing a really good job with the editing.
Definitely improving
Video
at
by
a
video.
fast rate.
Yeah.
I'd say I'm in charge of the TikTok and like the marketing aspect, I guess.
Yeah. I'm doing some secret stuff right now. And I'm also...
In other words, he's doing fuck all.
Yeah.
Great. And I'm also planning out the video. So like what we want to do in each video. A little bit of cinematography.
Yeah.
No Christopher Nolan, but you know.
Yeah,
Like the
logistics and all that.
Logistics of each
Getting the
video.
shots in and stuff, yeah.
Just developing like a good little schedule for our vids and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that we can go off and hopefully improve off as well.
Yeah.
What made you, like, what was your motivation to, what was our individual motivations to join Backdrop? And Luke, I know this was kind of, it was your idea. So like, how did you get the idea? That kind of stuff.
So I was... Oh, this is actually a throwback. So I was on holiday.
It's just been 3 months.
Yeah, it's been 3 months, but it's
Some
felt...
throwback.
Don't know, it's felt quite a while. Like,
It does, yeah. I guess so, yeah.
But I was on holiday with my girlfriend in Portugal. And I feel like I was just kind of tired of being broke and like...
Isn't everyone?
Yeah, but like, do you know what I mean? And also I wasn't doing
Yeah.
anything to like... Yeah, I had a job, but do you know what I mean? It wasn't enough. Do you know what I mean?
It wasn't really a job either, was it?
Nah, yeah, but it was fun. It paid well as well.
I remember you telling
was
me you wanted to do
cash
something
only.
creative, like just, you know, something like
Yeah.
that. You'd always been kind of creative and you wanted to do something
No, I'm
creative.
talking about the disabled children job.
Oh, I was talking about the other one.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But yeah, you made me sound like a fucking trapper. Yeah, and I was, I don't know how it came up. I was just thinking of like shit to do, and I thought of this idea, and I was like, all right, this might do well. Like I could see a gap in the market for it. So I told these two, voice noted them, told them the idea. They seemed to like it, and then we kind of, when I got back from holiday and we got back to uni, we kind of tried to like flesh it out a bit. I feel like.
Yeah.
And we all saw that there was like, even if this doesn't work, what else are we going to be doing? Sitting our crack
Exactly,
there, fuck
yeah.
all, crack drop.
May as well try.
Yeah.
Try at least.
And if we fail, then at least I've learned a lot in editing.
Exactly.
I'm sure you've learned in terms of editing TikToks and marketing.
Yeah.
I don't learn much.
Yeah.
I'm quite
But
stupid.
he's there.
And
And
it goes in one and out the other.
He's going to be building the website and stuff. He's quite good, like, in terms of,
I can code.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
a computer guy. So he's good for that kind of shit.
Exactly.
Algorithms and that.
Haz, why did you want to join?
Well, Luke he's sold the pitch to me. I say pitch, it wasn't like a pitch, but it was just
It was a
it's-
voice note on Snapchat.
Yeah, it seemed like a good idea. I just like kind of like connected to her, I guess. Like it was just like something that could work. I just seemed to like, and it just made me want to like try this something.
exactly.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Okay, so for me, I would say, you know, I enjoy the fitness aspect of it. And then I never really got sold on the fun bit for quite a while, because I had been trying to bang out gym for ages, and then these boys kind of showed me that you could do both, and it was quite nice because it shows that you can really like, you can live life, you know, you can still go gym, do all of that,
And then have fun at the end.
I like building, you know, a brand around that.
Yeah, definitely.
And also, I feel like, for me at least, getting into gym was the most daunting thing. Like, I used to be, I'll bring up some pictures. Us two both used to be fucking fat kids, bro. Like, when I talk fat, like, roll around the playground getting picked on kids, you know what I mean? But, yeah, like, for me, I wanted to get into gym for so long, but all you would see is, like, these massive people telling you what to do, and it just felt unrealistic.
Yeah, take this and this and do that and that.
And they already have crazy genetics for it. Like, they're built for this kind of stuff.
And I feel like we're people that don't really, like, right now, like, come on, we don't really look that good.
No.
Like, we look all right, but, like, hopefully it's more relatable because people can watch this and be like, oh, like, they're, like, not in great shape, but they're doing well, like, they're going to the gym, they're doing this. And hopefully, as the videos go on, you can see a progression through video. And
definitely, yeah.
You can say, like, oh, I might try and do what they're doing, it might work. Hopefully it works.
Yeah.
Next question. What's been the biggest challenges so far, both individually and like for a business as a whole? I don't know who's been sending these.
I feel like it's a bit early to be asking that. We haven't really...
Yeah, we've only been 3 months.
Yeah.
It's been tough though, like...
It has been tough.
It's been a new thing for me.
This is a nice little side...
curveball.
Yeah, side question. Have you, like, ever thought about, like, just quitting, dropping off Backdrop?
I have. At some points. At some points I have. No, when it's gotten, like... Because we've had a couple, not arguments, but, like, disagreements, and I've just been like, oh, this is kind of long.
I'd say right at the beginning, I was like, oh, like...
It seemed quite big at the beginning.
Yeah,
it's a daunting venture.
Yeah, it seemed a bit audacious.
Yeah,
like, it was just like, oh, like, can we do this? But I'm starting to just, like, get into it now. I'm starting to, like, get to the gist of it. Now that we're, like, properly planning it. Like,
once we talked it out, like...
Yeah, exactly.
Because Luke was the one who came up with it, like... Once we saw, like, the vision, because we were kind of, well, I know I was a little bit confused about, like, okay, how much of it do we want to be fun? Like, how are we going to mix it with gym and stuff like that? Yeah. Once that was kind of clear to me and, like, we had, like, a good, like, plan about how we wanted to grow and stuff, it became a lot clearer and, like, just better.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever, like, thought about quitting, but it has been, like, we have had, not arguments, but disagreements, but I feel like that just comes with business.
Being business partners, I guess.
But at the end of the day, I feel like we're all in it for the right reasons. Like, we want to see Backdrop do well. Yeah. And when I have thought about maybe this isn't going to work, like, what else is there? So we stop this and just do fuck all.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But I feel like at the same time, if this doesn't work, what's the worst that's going to happen?
Yeah.
We just have a couple of videos on the internet of us either going to the gym or doing stuff that everyone does anyway.
Exactly.
It's not like we're doing outrageous shit.
It's been so, like, the channel and everything is still so young. Like, it's way too early to tell.
Exactly, yeah.
So we still haven't given it its fair chance. Like,
I think the biggest challenge of the channel, though, or of the company, or whatever you want to call it, has been building the initial... we're struggling. I feel like we struggle to get the initial...
message across.
Fan base. And the message across, but like...
our ethos, like, some people just, like... It doesn't catch on with them, which I've noticed, but we're getting better at that, just portraying it better.
It's because we're not clear. Like, it's the first time doing this. We're learning along the way. But I feel like that's our biggest challenge. But we're slowly and surely overcoming it.
Exactly. Yeah.
What would you say personally though? Like, was the editing hard to learn?
You said you enjoyed it.
I quite enjoy it. Because I did media A-level, so I knew a bit about Premiere Pro then. But like, for me, I get kind of gassed. I watch a little YouTube video tutorial on how to do a certain thing. Like, for example, the new intro we've got the paper rips.
Yeah, I love that.
That took me like...
It looks great.
That took me like an hour to learn, but once I did it and it just looks so crisp, I don't know, there's something so satisfying about just
learning a skill.
When it all comes together as well, I feel like it's just like a bit of art, like a painting.
Exactly. And also, with editing, you can like learn these skills like the paper rip, but you can use them in your own unique way. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You don't have to use them like...
You switch it up.
Use them,
I tried to do a tiny bit of editing, and I don't know how Luke does it. It's fucking difficult. Like,
is it just
really
tedious?
Tough.
It's tedious, like, some bits are tedious, like just cutting shit out and just doing that and like making it look like the narrative good is tedious. But adding the cool bit...
That's what I was going to say. That bit's the tough bit though, because like it's entirely new. So like, unless you... I mean, I had to look at like a bunch of stuff because the software... I mean, obviously there's easier softwares, like you have CapCut and stuff, which is easier. But like, I tried learning a tiny bit of Premiere Pro and that was tough. Yeah. That was really tough, so I just kind of gave up on that.
Yeah. Like for the Croatia video, I think I watched that through like at least 10 times, and it's like it started off as a 40-minute video, and I watched it again and again and again, and like slowly every time I watched it, I was like, that bit's like long. I need to do that bit's long.
Yeah,
that's the thing. I like rewatch the videos just to like, and sometimes I watch them with other people just to like see, what do you think? Like, give me your inputs, like pros, cons, whatever. Just, and most of the time, like they're not the most like critic, you know what I mean? They're not the most like harshest critique, but
we need to get dominant.
We need a harsh critic, just be like, this is shit, this is shit.
That's
this
what
is all right.
I think we should start sending our videos. If Dom's the short, that's rude. The short like eagle one in our videos.
What?
Eager, like
I thought you said eagle.
No, like excitable one, the funny one.
Giddy one.
Yeah, he gets a bit giddy. He was one that was a bit drunk in the Croatia vid.
Yeah.
Who wasn't?
He's our harshest critic. So like I feel like if we send it to him and he tells us we're shit and stuff like that, it will help us. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he'll give it to us straight.
Yeah, we definitely just need to find harsher critics.
Yeah, 100%.
I would say the hardest thing for me is like getting into the swing of things with like the videos, like learning like what we need to film in each video and stuff like that to make things engaging for people to watch. Because like in the beginning, I felt like a lot of it was just fun for our friends to watch, and now we need to make it fun for like the general public to watch as well, and like and learn from as well. So I think that's something that we're still learning, and that's going to take a while to perfect, because that's difficult to like get out of your head. But All
right, next question.
I'm
liking these questions. You lot did come through.
You lot.
This is the big question.
It was 3 people. They just asked loads of questions, but thanks to them 3 people.
Those loyal people.
They made this podcast happen.
The big one. What the fuck happened in Croatia?
There we go.
The big one, boys.
So from the start of Croatia, it
was chaos from the start.
Croatia is racist.
Yeah.
Croatia is racist. I feel like
that wasn't really like the whole of Eastern Europe is just a bit.
I didn't know that though. I never.
Yeah, to be fair, no one like ever said that to me.
But the funny thing is, I've told people since I've been back like Croatia's racist, and they're like, yeah, I knew that. I was like, why the fuck did you tell me that when I was about to go on holiday there? Do you know what I mean?
know. It's like they wanted you to find out yourself.
Yeah, I did. But that wasn't because
that wasn't a racist attack. Don't worry.
So when we got into the airport, there was a group of us.
Yeah, obviously there was like what 6?
6, I think.
6 of us.
6 because Foley wasn't there.
Yeah.
And so we're
no 5 because Theo wasn't there either.
Oh yeah, there was 5 of us, and so we're walking out as a group.
Yeah, bearing in mind 3 of our people in the group there. Well, 2 are black, and obviously Luke's mixed.
Yeah. And
there was one other guy just like that so happened to be in the airport that was black, and we were walking past the is it goods to declare area?
The declaring bit, yeah.
And they randomly. Just so happened to search, you, Dom, and the other random black person.
These lot were all of the black people in the airport was in their search room.
And what did you tell me about the?
Nah, it was bad because I'm mixed race. Obviously, Dom's black, like fully black. So they went in, and this is how I clocked their levels to their racism. Like at first, I thought, maybe it's like, do you know what I mean? Went in, they searched my bag. Cool, let me go. They searched Dom's bag, his socks, his pants, everything. And that's when I clocked. They're not just racist, they're doing it on a gradient thing. They're doing like, yes, he's darker, so he's getting more. Like,
yeah, he's bringing more drugs in.
That's when I was like, okay, this is fucked.
That's ridiculous.
But then, so that started off pretty shit in general.
Little bump in the road, minor though.
Then the second day we couldn't get any food because everywhere in Croatia just shut on Sunday.
Yeah, that was weird.
So we were just starving.
To be fair, our villa was pretty like isolated.
Yeah, we were out in the sticks a bit, but like.
That villa looked nice, by the way.
It was
nice. I wish I got to enjoy it more.
And the owner
I kind of wanted
nice.
to see the inside of
Philippe?
it.
Yeah, something like that.
Big up Philippe if you're watching. You're definitely
not watching, but
probably hates
you weren't racist, my friend.
Yeah, we had a good couple nights out clubbing. Then we got to the pub golf day, and obviously trying to get that going. Yeah, it went pretty smooth at the start, I'd say.
It was a really good. In hindsight, we should not have drank that much for a pub golf.
Absolutely not.
Because we started off downing off a bottle of wine per team, and there's a litre of wine.
A litre.
So and there's 2 people per team, and then it just got like the drinks just kept coming. Do you know what I mean? We didn't plan that well at all. That was mine and Patrick's fault, to be fair, because we were planning the.
You lot just seemed like excited to be in Croatia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, but we thought we were bigger drinkers than we weren't. We got humbled differently.
Yeah, well. We're about to go into that.
Yeah. So then the first 3 holes, if you see in the video, great. Like I was having such a good time. Like it was good. It was funny. There was jokes. It was good. It didn't feel like we were filming.
Yeah.
And it's when we got to I think it was the 3rd or 4th hole.
It would have been 3rd. Yeah, I think it was 3rd.
Yeah, 3rd hole.
Because we had the I think it was 3rd.
The tavern one.
The Ice Spice one.
Yeah.
Ice Spice one.
You gotta watch the video to know. That's all I'm saying.
So yeah, we got into the 3rd one, and outside the pub, someone made gorilla noises at our black friend called Foley, the tall one. And so that was instantly a bit like...
It was like, that's great. Yeah. We don't really want that to happen. Like,
then we go into the pub, and what was it someone said?
The waitress, as she was leaving, she said under her breath, "Pocho domo," which for those who don't know, in Croatian, that means go home.
Which one of our friends translated on Google Translate.
So we're probably thinking like, oh, well, she said it like under her breath. She giggled a bit as well.
Yeah.
It looked like she said it in a condescending way.
Yeah, I feel like either way, that's like go home is a condescending.
Yeah, like who says, if you're a bartender, when is it acceptable to ever say to your customers, go home?
Bearing in mind,
or even under your breath.
To be fair, if they're very drunk, but you lot weren't like,
no, we weren't
really
hammered
drunk by this
point. And
point.
we had just spent €80 on drinks in that. Like we had spent a lot of money in drinks in that pub, so we were giving them money. But and then this is where things started going tits up. Because we not confronted, but we said like, "What's that about? Like, you don't need to say that. Like, that's not needed." And then she started shouting at Archie.
Yeah,
started shouting
offered to fight him.
Yeah, offered to scrap him.
Like that was gonna go well.
She would have got wrapped. She would have got wrapped.
Some 6'6" giant
shouting in his face and shit. And then the thing is, half of our group took that comment as racist, and then half of them kind of didn't. And that's what caused like an internal argument in our group.
Yeah, so we just ended up splitting into 2 groups against each other.
Yeah, we were just there was just arguments in our group from that one stupid.
Which is stupid because like, how are we
really
arguing?
Let her win,
a little civil war.
And
she
then,
really just corrupted us all. Like
from there, we went to hole 4, and like shit just got progressively worse.
Yeah.
Like, people started arguing more. People started like
cusses were flying left, right, center, diagonal. Like
people started like not feeling it as well. Like, which is fair enough. Like even I got a bit like, all right, that's getting a bit longer.
Yeah.
So we were supposed to do 8 holes?
Yeah. Well, 9 because 9 holes golf.
Oh yeah. Supposed to do 9 holes, and we only managed to do 6.
Wait, how many drinks were you meant to have each hole? Was it one that you were meant to down?
In pub golf, you take 1 drink from the bar.
One each in each team.
Yeah. No, 2 each in each team.
Right, okay.
So 1 drink per person, basically, but they had 3.
Except obviously the bottle of wine.
I don't know how you lot were meant to win with 3 people, though.
No,
that's easier.
Because they're drinking less.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because then you can like substitute.
So it was like
so it was the same amount of drinks?
Yeah, the same amount of drinks.
Okay, alright, fine.
Harry and Foley might take 1 hole, and then Harry and Theo would take.
So you lot were probably significantly less lit than the others, or not really? It was. I know it was still like a lot of drink.
I'd say I was probably less lit compared to certain others, but but you'd think that we'd have the advantage, but my gosh,
his team was shit.
My team, I was carrying the team. Let's just say that.
And he was shit. Do you know what I mean?
I was not.
You were all right. Who
was the worst? Who was the worst?
Out of the team, Theo.
I know
easily.
I just wanted to say
it.
You knew that.
He was the worst, but he tried, bless him, and he didn't want to be there. So fair enough.
Yeah.
But then so we got to the 4th pub, and then this is what annoyed me. People started buying drinks up like aside from pub golf, as if we weren't licked already. So like the arguments and the alcohol level
and the aggressive,
through the roof.
Everything just went up.
Everything just elevated.
Everything went up other than being quiet.
Exactly.
And soberness.
The soberness went down.
And then we got to the last hole, and at this point, the video was fucked. Like it was shut.
It was just. It felt like it was more of a chore, and it felt like we were just intruding on the holiday a little bit.
Exactly, and if you can see by the video, everything went tits up. And I've got a clip. I'll try and find it of me and Harry just saying like to the others like, "Please, can we just finish this and then we can like get on with our night?" Because it was clear that no one was really having like.
No one was feeling it.
Yeah,
and like we were trying to finish like do the 30-second outro. It took us how long?
Yeah, so we done the drink.
I can't believe
the last hole we done the drink. We had to get a random woman in for that.
Yeah, because she was from Denmark or something.
Yeah,
she was good though.
What was
she was
her
kind
name?
of bad.
I can't remember her name.
It definitely wasn't Ivan.
Just a Russian man.
It's a Russian Chinese.
Whoa.
No hate though. No hate though. No hate though. No hate though.
Yeah, big up. Yeah. But yeah, so we had to get, because it was shambles. Everyone was everywhere. Like no one, like we couldn't get everyone in one place. And then so we had to do the outro.
Yeah.
And all the outro was 30 seconds really.
Yeah.
Of just everyone in the clip saying, "We won, they lost." You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then hopefully we would have got some content, because the forfeit was you had to dress up. Well, the losers they would get dressed up by the other team, or the winners by the other teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't get to that.
Obviously we didn't make it that far. So sorry, I thought we let you down in that sense. But
yeah.
So yeah, it took us. So from when we left the first hole, the last hole, sorry,
yeah,
to when we finished the outro, we were trying to record for 57 minutes, nearly an hour for a 30-second clip. We didn't even get the clip in the end because when one person was here, the other person fucked off. When that person was back, he was fucking drunk.
It's the eternal struggle.
Yeah, like it was ridiculous. It felt like we were like I felt like a teacher.
Someone would be out. Yeah, someone would be out.
Substitute teacher.
It was like a fucking school trip. It's just the world's drunkest school trip in the world.
And then so then you walked off, didn't you?
Yeah, because I was trying to find like a better shot, just because the street that we were doing it on was like really busy, a bit loud. So I wanted to find a more quieter spot just so we could like do it properly and there'd be less like
distractions and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And it was clear me, Harry, and Pat were like kind of getting to the point where we were just getting done with this, because we were almost having to like tell our friends off. Do you know? Not tell them off, but like, do you know what I mean?
It felt like that.
Yeah, it felt like that. I felt like a prick. And then Harry walked off to find a new spot, and then Pat was like, fuck this, I'm done with this. And then he followed Harry. So then I was vexed, and like obviously I was drunk, so I couldn't really, I struggled to control my emotions. So I'm with Pat.
Yeah, you let the emotions get the better.
And then I see a lonely door. and
an innocent little door.
There's a door, and it's like a wooden door, and it's got a glass panel in it.
Just like a store. Was it like a cafe or something? Or like a gift shop?
Fuck knows what it was.
Who knows?
And so to let my emotions out, I stupidly kicked the door. And then where the panel's in the door, I've kicked the door, and it must have done something to the panel, and it's just shattered. And it's gone all over my leg. And then in our first reaction, me, Harry, and Pat, our first reaction was to just fucking run, because we've hit the glass and like we're thinking shit.
Yeah.
And I go to run, and I feel this in my leg, and I'm like, what is that?
I don't remember that part. That's the thing.
I look down, and my leg's just open, like it's just deep, like it's the deepest I've ever seen into my body.
What was the door from though? Was it a pub? Like, was it a busy place, or was it just like a?
No, it was a closed like store. It must have been like a cafe or something.
It was like a little side street, really.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a bit. It was a quiet place.
Like a little.
It was
alleyway.
on a quiet street, so there was no one about.
Yeah, it was a little alleyway.
There was no one about in that alleyway, but like 100 meters out, it was quite busy.
Yeah.
So anyway, you're running.
I tried to run. Obviously, I instantly clocked something's wrong, because I feel my muscle like slide. And I'm like, okay. Whoa. I look down, and there's blood, and my legs open. So I'm like,
Jesus,
right,
imagine.
Boys. Yeah, I'm like, boys.
And you're drunk as well. You're thinking, what the fuck?
Yeah, you're like,
I was like, yeah, I need to go to the hospital. And then luckily, Pat and Harry were there. So they brought me down to this like step in it. And
it was
I
like a little
down.
Yeah.
And from there, it just got worse and worse. Like,
because I don't remember like bringing you down. I just remember you.
Yeah, I don't really remember that.
You
either.
like coming down, and then I was just next to you thinking, like, what's wrong? And then obviously I see your leg, and I'm like, fuck. And eventually there's just like this little like red polka dot just getting bigger and bigger and like vaster, just because of the fucking blood leaking out of your leg.
At first I thought, it's mine. I've just got like a glass has scratched my leg or something. It's bleeding. And then as I sat down and like people started coming around, like you took your top off, you tourniqueted my leg. Then Pat took his.
I have to say,
Harry's a hero.
I've never taken my top off so quick in my life.
Yeah.
Like in any type of situation, like.
Not even forget.
Who knows? I don't get a timer out, do I? Like,
yeah, true.
So obviously we're all trying to take up. Some did struggle with the taking off the tops. I'm not going to say who, but so we're obviously just trying to talk. Is it talk? Yeah,
tourniquet
the leg. Yeah, that's it. Just to like stop the blood and all that. And I'm saying, everyone, give him air.
It was not stopping. It was not stopping.
There
was like. It must have been 4, because there was my top, your top, Pat's top, and then that random.
Oh, there was a couple people's tops.
Yeah, there was 4 tops in total, because the blood was not stopping. Like it kept coming out. Yeah. And I honestly thought I thought I was gone because you know what it was? I looked at my friends, so I looked at like Harry and Pat and Folu, and Pat was the one closest to me. Like he was torn okay and saying like, everything's gonna be alright. But you know when you can see in someone like his eyes were getting watery, and like I could see, I looked him in the eyes and I could tell that he wasn't like he didn't believe what he was saying. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And bless him, like he's not supposed to like. Do you know what I mean? He's not
he's not be like you're gonna die. He's
not trained to deal with like stuff like that, is he?
Yeah.
But it was like. And then I saw Foley crying, and I like heard like Archie shouting and stuff, and that's what made me think like, oh, okay, this is serious.
Yeah, by this time as well, like the big old crowd seeing what the fuck's going on.
Oh, there's a crowd as well.
Yeah, coming up, everyone's like, massive.
I thought it was just the boys.
No,
everyone was
there was
coming
a busy
up and like
everyone was walking past on a busy street.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And that's what I feel like that almost made it worse because everyone's reaction was like, and like people coming over trying to like help.
You must have
I was literally saying, just get away.
I thought I was gonna die, and then it got to a point where I started like blacking out.
Yeah,
like,
you said you would get you. I was literally like holding your hand like this. I was like, Luke, you're gonna be fine. Da 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 da. I didn't say it, but and then you were just saying to me, oh, I'm getting lightheaded, and obviously gradually like his grip like just got a bit looser as well.
Shit,
it was scary.
Like, closing my eyes for a bit and like kind of getting back, and then I don't know. It felt like I'd missed the last I don't remember the ambulance coming because I was like kind of in and out of consciousness.
And it just felt like the ambulance was taking years to come. Obviously, it took. Well, I have no.
I reckon about 15
no idea how long it took.
Must have been like 15
around 15.
I mean, it'd have to come fairly quickly if this guy's bleeding out.
I think if it was another like 5-10 minutes, I would have been dead.
Because I've literally never seen that much blood in my life.
I had 2 transfusions in the day after. Like the
next if we're talking
hours.
about like the volume of blood, I say this table. Like 4 of these tables, I say, is how much blood was on the floor.
What? It was
after it all, the firemen had to hose down the whole area. Yeah, just because it was so much blood.
Couldn't clean it up. And then
wait, so you got blood transfusion?
2. I got 2
but how did they know your blood type?
So the one they gave me in the ambulance was just a universal. I think is it O? One of the blood types.
Don't ask me.
Universal. And in the hospital, they took my blood test. So they
right. Okay. Yeah.
So they gave me 1 transfusion in the ambulance to the hospital, then 1 in the morning after. But yeah, so then I got in the ambulance. They were trying to not let anyone in, and then Patrick had to say I was 16, so I could get so he could come in the ambulance with me,
act as your guardian.
Yeah, and then when he told her like my real age, she was like how we could get arrested for that and shit like that. They were being cunts.
Oh my days.
But then I got to hospital, and then for that night. That was me. Like, What happened?
Well, obviously, when you left the scene, we were all fucking in tears. We were just all over the place. So we had to somehow get our act together, which we managed to do. And we obviously went to the same hospital. And they were, to be fair, they were pretty lenient with us visiting you, even though you had to like obviously get operated soon.
Yeah.
When did you lot get to the hospital though?
Like 20 minutes after.
Yeah, but like around 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, the same night?
Yeah. Okay. They followed me in the ambulance, basically.
Yeah, did you get a taxi or something?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. We just got a taxi.
Covered in blood.
Yeah. My shoes were literally sprayed, and like the whole of my leg was just covered.
You got some Louboutins on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like one custom crepe that was just splattered with blood. I doubt they go for a lot, but...
But yeah, then you lot came in to visit me.
Yeah, so we took, obviously, because there were so many of us, we had to take turns. And when me and Fodu had our turn, we were waiting outside. And this is such a weird interaction. But when we were outside, I was just chatting to this Croatian girl her dad was like...
This guy's always trying to pull in it.
No,
Even at hospital.
Every day.
Even at hospital.
I was just trying to
survival
pass the time.
No rest for the wicked.
Anyway, I was speaking to her, and
he's like, "What? Your dad's in a car crash?" Yeah,
he was in a fight. He got in a fight.
Oh, your dad's in a fight.
And I said, "Oh,
my friend's about to die.
I hope he's alright.
My friend's bleeding out."
And then I start consoling Fodu just because obviously he's just a bit scarred from it all, and then she just decides to call him 50 Cent, which is just
that was
a bit outrageous. Well, it's just not outrageous, but I'd say just random.
I mean, it's pretty outrageous.
Yeah, it was just like
he looks nothing like 50 Cent.
And it was just like, why would you say that?
Yeah.
And then she even goes on to say, she gets up this thing called Lino spread, which is basically Croatian Nutella. And I know where you think this is going. So she gets this up, it's like, oh, this is YouTube. That was a shit accent, but anyway.
That's just blatant racism from her.
Yeah, and funny enough, she said this because it just so happened that the flavour of Lino spread that she was talking about was white chocolate and dark chocolate.
At least you got a little mention in there as well.
Yeah, she's calling you sweet though.
I don't get, like, is it an analogy? Is it like what is she trying to say to us?
You're white and he's black chocolate, I guess.
What, I mean, in a jar, like
mixed together.
We're stuck
she
together.
She might have thought you were like boyfriends.
No, she didn't think
that.
No,
because if you were hugging him.
No, she got up the Google Translate to like.
Had a little argument.
No, she got up the Google Translate to like explain herself. She was saying, she was saying about how we were together. Like, I don't know, man. It was just. It's weird because it's just the ignorance as well. It's just like they don't know they're doing it. It's just, I don't know. It's just a whole different thing over there.
And then what happened after? Because that night I basically went to sleep.
Yeah.
Well, I got put in ICU, and that was shit because if you don't know, ICUs where literally all the nearly dead people are. The guy next to me actually died. God rest his soul. But it was horrible. That was like a horror scene in there. I woke up, because obviously I'd been drinking. I woke up to a thing down my throat, like a tube down my throat from like a stomach pump, which was...
That's crazy.
I woke
that
up
is crazy.
gagging and 2 nurses holding me down. I was like, fuck my life.
Yeah, could have told me that.
What was that for? Was that for oxygen or for food or something?
I'm pretty sure that was to get alcohol out or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was something
and
like that.
whilst you were sleeping, we were all just trying to get our shit together. Just trying to like think of what to do next.
Yeah.
Because obviously when we took our visits, like for some reason, some of the police, they questioned some of the group, like they questioned, I believe, Theo and Archie and Pat.
Yeah,
Pat got told he was getting arrested. Archie gave his details. Theo got told the police. Well, we do know, we kind of get the idea that the police are not exactly the friendliest people, especially to foreigners that
they're
getting drunk and being
English,
stupid.
Yeah, and so black.
Yeah, that too. And so as Theo comes out, he's like saying to us, "Boys, we gotta go. We gotta find a youth hostel. We gotta change location because they're gonna kick our door down. They're gonna fuck us over. They're gonna snap our legs. They're gonna kill us."
Oh, bless it.
And to be honest, bless Theo, man, but that did not help with me. Like that made my fucking leg bounce 10 times faster.
Yeah.
Like,
I would have been stressing.
That made me think, shit, I need to get a new passport. I need to get a new visa. I need to change my name. Like,
I was going to South America and never coming back.
No, I swear you had a bag full of bloody clothes as well.
Yeah, that had my t-shirt, your stuff in it.
That was telling me Theo just wanted to chuck it in the bin.
No, he tried to chuck it in the bin.
Bearing in mind my wallet, my phone, everything was in there. My whole life was in there, basically.
Yeah, that was, oh my God.
And also, back to the incident, when Theo was tourniqueting it, he was trying to, because obviously...
Oh my God.
Obviously, all the tourniquets weren't working and I was still bleeding, so I think he was like, okay, cool, we gotta go to the source of the problem. So he went to wrap around my the actual cut. He slips his finger because there's so much blood, and next thing I know, he's in me. His fingers are just in between my 2 split muscles.
Wild. Another man was inside you.
Yeah, and I liked it. No, I'm joking.
That's the soundbite.
I'm joking. Yeah, I didn't like it, but yeah, that was interesting.
Definitely. Well, yeah, I guess.
And then I stayed there overnight. Obviously, got operation in the morning.
Yeah, and also for some reason, because Theo managed to scare us straight with this police talk, as we got a taxi, we decided to. I don't know why. We decided to ask the taxi driver, do you reckon the police will actually like come to our door and like beat us up?
As if he's like a lawyer or something.
Explain the situation to the taxi driver.
As if he's like a diplomat or some shit. And he was obviously smoking because everyone smokes in Croatia.
Yeah.
He was saying, no. Obviously, he didn't just say no, but like,
safe.
Yeah, he basically said something along those lines.
Yeah.
Which I guess it reassured me. It's not my leg from...
That wouldn't reassure me.
Yeah, that would have reassured me.
Well,
no.
I mean, he didn't just say no, but like he calmed the nerves a bit. Don't get me wrong, I was still fucking...
It must have helped.
I was still shaking a bit, but like, what can you do? So obviously we just went home, tried to sleep, which we obviously struggled with because of the events just happened. Yeah. Got up at like 11, 12... Because you obviously wanted to check in on Luke.
You must have been so hungover.
To be fair, actually, I think
the accident kind of sobered
us up. It's sobered us up. Yeah, definitely.
Like, by the time I got to hospital, I was sober.
It's because you lost all the alcohol when you fucking...
Yeah, probably.
I wasn't sober.
You were drugged up in other ways, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, so we got to the hospital at like around 1 or around then.
And I had my operation at
10 in the morning, right?
At 10, yeah. But they couldn't put they didn't put me under anaesthetic.
The full one where you're under, like, completely, where you're unconscious.
So I have to get it's what pregnant people have, they said. It was like a needle right here in my back, in my spine.
It's a local one.
And then my bottom half down was, I couldn't feel shit. I couldn't feel my penis, couldn't feel my ass, couldn't feel anything.
Jesus.
And I laid there whilst I did the operation. And I turn over after the operation's done. The surgeon doesn't speak literally a word of English. I say, like, what's the verdict? Like, what's happened? He's like, it's severe. Like,
why would you say, what's the verdict?
Yeah. No, but I was like, what's the sitch? Like, come on, I want to know now. I've been waiting here like a night now. He was like, it's severe. Your muscle is in two. I was like, okay, cool.
It's just not cool.
Yeah, I was like, cool, that's happened. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, what now? Like, what's gonna happen? I was like, am I gonna be able to run? He was like, and I was like, great. So I'm getting kind of emotional. And then he said, I've got a patient, I have to go. That was a shit Croatian accent, and he fucked off. So it was just me and a nurse. I've just been told my muscle's in two and I can't run for the rest of or I might not be able to run for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
So I'm in tears at this point. And the nurse who's wheeling me back to the ICU unit says, don't be a baby, man up. And I right there, I felt like getting that needle out of my skin and putting it in her face, man. I was vexed.
That would vex me.
And the worst thing
getting told to man up.
Exactly. Whilst like after that,
car was in two.
And the worst thing is, I didn't have my phone. They wouldn't let me have my phone, so I couldn't contact any of my friends. Couldn't contact my mum. I asked them can they leave a message, because I had my mum's number and their numbers. Obviously, they said no, they're not allowed to do that. Like, what kind of hospital is not allowed to notify people?
Well, just give it to you. I don't understand why they couldn't give it to you.
So I literally had to wait. Like, I never knew when you lot were coming. I just had to. I was literally just like staring at the wall for like 4 hours.
Didn't know the time. Was there even a clock in there?
There was a clock in there, but like time moves so slowly when all you can think about is how you can never run again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, fuck that, man.
And then you guys eventually came at that time.
So we went to the hospital at like 1, and then the nurse was obviously the least friendly nurse I've ever met.
No surprise.
Yeah, she's like, he's in the ICU. Visiting time 4:30. Be there or be square. She say that. But, so then obviously we just had to wait, and when the time came, no idea where the ICU was because everything's in fucking Croatian. So we had to go.
What, is there no English signs?
No, bro.
It's like they hate English. That they literally.
They definitely do, bro. Because we fucked them in the football, mate.
Yeah, true.
But so yeah, we had to navigate our way around the Croatian hospital with Croatian signs everywhere. We nearly went into like the brain operating room and stuff like that. Went to like radiology. I don't even know. It was just a bit of a mess. So we got told the right floor and all of that. So we managed to get to there. Then we bumped into this nurse. We're like, oh, excuse me, do you mind just telling us where to go? But bearing in mind, by this time, we stepped into the hospital. I'm with Folu and Dom, the only two black friends that are with us on this holiday. And when I say the amount of eyes that were piercing into us three, well, I say us three, the other two. Because as you can tell.
You're guilty by association, though.
Yeah. Like when I say, like, literally, there were people in stretchers rising up like the Undertaker.
Back from the dead.
Just a beam at these two fucking individuals.
They like unwrap their head just to see.
Yeah. Like they had an eye patch just fucking. You know what I mean? It's just. Oh.
It's like they've never seen like a black person.
No, and that's the thing. When we asked this nurse, where's the ICU? And she was like, oh. Because like, bear in mind, Cody asked her, she was like, oh, it's this way. And she was like stroking his arm, and we were like, oh, well, like, what's yeah, I guess.
Whoa.
And we were like, what's wrong? Like, why are you giggling like so much? She's like, oh, I'm just shocked. And it was weird. It was just weird.
Croatia's a weird place.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful country, but it's a weird place to like. It feels like a simulation, kind of.
A little bit. And by the time because like obviously in the ICU there's like a glass frame, and then like obviously you go into the ICU and there's like a little bit of where all the beds are.
Yeah.
We obviously didn't know this because we can't read Croatian.
Yeah.
So we go past this glass frame, and then we just hear, I don't even know what they said. Something Croatian, obviously, and they were just wait, like they said like wait. Then one of them like literally pulled Folu by the arm, just like dragged him back past the not like that heavily, but like a bit aggressively, and in an Eastern European style.
Yeah.
So we were like, oh shit, and obviously we just walked past the whole ICU. And saw Luke in there, and they're like, give us 5 minutes. And so they were being pretty strict because obviously you can't like contaminate any of the people in there because they're literally on their deathbed.
Yeah.
So we had to like obviously wash our hands 2 at a time. Only 5 minutes in there. And when I say I've never seen Luke in such like a bad state,
I was
like, as soon as he saw us, he was just like tearing up. Like
there were tears of joy though, because like
you saw a familiar face.
I was there for what, like 20 hours, no food, no drink. They didn't give me anything, and I didn't even know you lot were coming because they wouldn't let me contact.
It actually sounds like the gulag.
Exactly, it felt like fucking prison. So when I saw you look, like I couldn't even control my emotions because I was so happy to just have someone that spoke English first of all, and someone that I knew, and
someone that wasn't mildly racist.
Exactly. And the first thing I said to you lot is, you don't need to get me out.
Yeah,
of
yeah, you literally said that, and we obviously chat to the nurse and stuff. They're like, he's in the ICU. You can't take someone out of the ICU.
I even tried to discharge myself.
Really?
So I had the surgery at 10. I tried to discharge myself at 4, but legally it wasn't allowed because I was still like lost so much blood, and like I was still under transfusion and shit like that. But yeah, for me, that was the worst like 20 hours of my life. Yeah. And then it got better though, because after you left, they gave me my phone and they moved me into my own little room so I could like call my mum, call my girlfriend, like, do you know what I mean? I could chat to people. Yeah. And watch like YouTube and stuff. And,
About time.
Let the time go past.
Oh my God. That just reminded me of the food reviews that you enlightened us with.
I knew hospital food was shit in it. Like, do you know what I mean? I wasn't expecting like lobster cheesecake, lobster mac and cheese or anything like that.
Lobster cheesecake.
But I was expecting maybe like a ham sandwich, like a plain ham sandwich. Bro, I can't even. I'll put some videos up now. It literally looked like someone had shit on a bowl and given it to me. The soup was like piss. I don't know what it was, and the mains were literally like it would be like spinach and rice or something like that, but like with all gooey shit around it.
Not optimal for gains.
Not optimal for living, bro. It was horrible. My